Flight boss, bitch. You're not listening to the Mind of Planetary's Moon. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucking responsibilities. And I gotta make the camera a little higher. So hold on just 1 second. You know what I'm saying? While we get all this, I should have did this before I started the recording. But guess what? We like to do stuff on spirit of the moment around this motherfucker. Cause you know why? I'm a fire sign. But don't ever forget, you know what I'm saying? A moon sign is air, water, and fire. So, you know what I'm saying? Don't forget. Flight boss in this motherfucker, and we're gonna talk about the motherfucking NATO motherfucking alignments and what's the energy wanting you to proceed yourself and well balance yourself and what it wants you to do for today. So we all have to balance ourselves, but as we balance ourselves, we actually have to balance ourselves with the actual energies that's actually going on. So I'm gonna tell you the actual energies that's going on and what Earth wants you to actually apply. So whatever zodiac you are, that's your tool to best use to apply yourself to the situation of what Gaia, Torah, Mother Earth is giving you right now. You know what I'm saying? So, the sun, that's going to be the actions. So, the way Earth wants you to act right now when you in her belly. The way the Earth wants you to act right now. The way she wants you to be right now. The way she wants your actions to be in order for you to best maximize your opportunities that you try to be into. She wants you to be Sagittarius-like. Now, you don't have to be a Sagittarius. First of all, happy birthday, Sagittariuses. Now, you don't actually have to be a Sagittarius, but the best way you can utilize your tool, which is your sun, moon, or whatever like that, to utilize with the energies that's going on, and apply it to the actual energy that it wants you to do. Right now, what is fire? Fire is the seer and the feelings. So it like to see the feelings for what they are. It like to see its feelings. It like to express its feelings. And when you put a vision, a sight within you, which is your feelings, what happens? A person becomes creative. A person wants to express what they feel. They want you to see what they feel. So this is why fire signs is expressive. You see what I'm saying? They got a lot of motherfucking energy. So right now, the Earth wants you to be real broad perspective. It wants your actions to be very communicative, very broad perspective outlooking. So for the sake of, it wants you to see other people's actions. It wants you to view your actions from an outside point of view. It wants you to act accordingly. It wants you to gain some it wants you to act on some type of spiritual system right now. It wants you to connect to some type of broad perspective, no matter what it is. I don't give a fuck if you atheist, whatever, you believe in the devil, you believe in whatever it is. As long as it's some type of system that's outside of you, this is what Sagittarius wants you to put some action and attention to. Because action, aka point the sun, aka light, aka wherever it's dark and light, and wherever the light goes, it enlightens, and whatever enlightens you can see now, which draws attention. So it brings attention to. So this is why fire signs are attention seeking. So not to say that you should be the type of person who tries to seek for attention right now, but just seek attention for what it is. You know what I'm saying? Philosophize it, put it in your mind, analyze it, and see what it's hitting for from an overall perspective. So when you take that science and when it's time for you to express yourself, or it's time for you to do it, you'll know how to do it in certain situations and know when not to do it in certain situations. So that's what actual Earth wants you to do right now. It wants you to become one with the Earth, go out in nature, smell the fresh air. If you need to go out and jog or whatever like that, if you're a person who run, if you're a person who go out and exercise, now is the perfect time to do it. If you're a person who's into a lot of things, music, like to dance, before the winter comes, because we in fall right now, we in autumn right now, so a lot of things is transforming. It's not death. Death is just a transformation. You know what I'm saying? A beautiful transformation. So the moon is in Aquarius, so the moon going to be sextiling. So right now, if you pertain your actions to the best way that you can when you're looking towards others and you know, being self-righteous and stuff, you're going to be able to see opportunities to learn, opportunities for new sciences, opportunities for new communications, opportunities for new technologies, new self-technologies, how your brain wired. You're going to have opportunities to rewire your brain in the right way now, or be able to change somebody else's way of thinking if they have wiring that's misplaced in their mind. Now, why I say that? Because the moon is in air, Aquarius right now. So we in an Aquarius moon. And this is fixed air. What is fixed air? Fixed air is being conducted and stable and being fixed on its own. And in this case, communication and thinking, because air represents communication and thinking. Now, Sagittarius fire is mutable. This is mutable. So it likes to see other people's way of doing things and visions, and see how other people, and seeing other people's ways of seeing things, and coming to a one broad perspective. So right here, this is an opportunity. This is a learning aspect. This is why Aquarius and Sagittarius go so good together in relationships or friendships or whatever, because one is the philosopher and one is the analyzer. You know what I'm saying? So when you put those two together, y'all unstoppable. Y'all got the meaning and the logic. So it's like y'all can build whatever. So that's what the energy wants you to do within yourself right now, because the moon represents your reactions and the way you react to things and your emotional awareness. So it is who you are. So Earth, how she feels right now. She feels analytical right now. She feels like communicating. She feels like thinking, and she wants you to do the same. She don't want you to be single-mindedless. She wants you to understand a broad perspective and get scientifical with it, so you can break it down to a T and be able to communicate it to a person in a way that it can start or it can organize something or create some type of organization or something like that, and put a lot of pieces together that people may not know how to put together. And the actions want you to put yourself out there, which is the sun being in Sagittarius. Want you to put yourself out there, learn something that you may have not learned before, get into something that you may have not wanted to get into before. You know what I'm saying? That's what Sag wants your actions to do, and then your reactions are going to do nothing but analyze that shit. So this is a perfect time, perfect opportunity. Only downfall right now that this could happen is you could be in a whirlwind and put yourself in hot situations that things just go haywire and crazy, and the wind blow everywhere to the point that it's a haywire situation. So be careful. Try not to be in too many negative situations, because it could go haywire and out of your hands and out of your control. And anything too hot, it's going to be too hot to hold. Can't touch it. You're going to burn yourself. And when the air is blowing, things are blowing everywhere. So you're not even going to know where the shit coming from. So be careful of negative situations right now. But for the positive, you're going to be able to learn a lot and get a lot of wisdom right now. Now, Mercury being in Capricorn. Now, the way Earth is thinking right now and wants you to think and wants you to participate the best way you possibly can using your tools, your planets, your planetary alignments. It wants you to think practical. It wants you to think step by step. It wants you to organize. It wants you to see things from a realistic point of view. It don't want you to get into a situation where you're going too much based off faith. But it likes faith, but it needs to be practical faith. It can't be faith where you don't know where you're going. It got to be faith that you can get to where you're going. You see what I mean? So with Mercury being in Capricorn right now, Gaia is pushing you to think. She's pushing you to initiate new thinking, initiate new practical things, initiate new common sense, new common goals, new structures, new step-by-step programs, new ways to reach to the top. And it wants you to build on it and wants you to start something. You know what I'm saying? I want you to initiate. Because what is Capricorn? It's cardinal and it's Earth. So what is cardinal? Cardinal is initiating or creating new. It's the first form of the gas realm, which is the idea. And Earth is, in this case, is creating and initiating new thinking and practicality. That's Earth. Earth represents thinking and practicality. So right here, it wants you to think and initiate new ways of practicalizing and analyzing things, and make sure it makes sense. And if it don't make sense, try to make sure you're not presenting it or expressing it or speaking it into existence until you got it well thought out and organized in your mind before you bring it out. Because right now manifestations is going real fast, and you're going to be able to manifest things so fast, and the negativity is even faster than the positive, because overall the universe is kind of on the balance scale is leaning more towards the positive. So overall situations end up being positive in general, but when you experience negativity as far as how you perceive it in the realm of reality that you in, overall it's going to be a positive goal, but you still going to have to experience the negative woes to get there, and you can avoid that. You see what I'm saying? And this is what Mercury wants you to do. So Venus is also in Capricorn. So with Venus being here, Gaia is love, appreciation. I mean, not Gaia, but Gaia is Earth, but Venus is love, appreciation. They sisters. Earth and Venus are sisters. Their brothers are Mercury and Mars. You see what I'm saying? So right here, Earth is kind of like a baby sister to Venus, a little sister to Venus. You know what I'm saying? So while Earth's still playing with Barbie dolls, a young girl, that's the kind of mentality the mind human mankind's going to have right now. All mankind have the mentality of young female girls. That's another video. You maybe got a lot of testosterone, whatever the word is, thinking like, oh shit, what the fuck this nigga talking about? Look, you never know. But that's another video, and Archangel Uriel will explain. But for the sake of this conversation right here, Venus is the older sister. She's the one going out on dates. She's the one getting pleasures. She's the one receiving pleasures. She's the one going out there trying to get pleasures off her desires. Her desires ain't manipulative like her older brothers who going out playing football and shit and tackling people just for the sake of saying he can have it. You know what I'm saying? She wanna she have desires because she gets pleasures from it. You know what I'm saying? She like relationships. She like relating to people. She like talking on the phone at night. So that's Venus. So you know what I'm saying? Right now, Venus is in Capricorn. So right now, Earth, the information she giving her little sister for when her little sister grow up, and when all y'all motherfuckers transform off of Earth and get on another planet, whenever y'all motherfuckers wake up. You know what I'm saying? She teaching Earth this right now. So this is what she wants you, this is what she want human mankind to do right now as far as Venus. She wants you to love and appreciate reality. Think value, some type of structure, something you can hold, something you can grab onto. She wants you to she don't really want you to relate to communication to people as much, but she wants you to relate to maybe the things you have, appreciate the things that you do have, try to appreciate and value new ways and new structures of going about things and getting your desires and getting your pleasures. She wants you to be real, she wants you to be factual. She like actions more than words. Actions gonna mean a lot more than words. She not too bent like air and fire to the point that you can communicate or show some kind of spirit to kind of get a person to listen. She more like results. So she wants you to like more results. Don't be listening, all you females out there, don't be listening to what all these guys is telling you. And believe in it. I don't care how good it sounds. Actions right now mean more than words, more than ever. Because Venus is in Capricorn. And guys, don't be believing everything these females is telling you. You may think you are got the upper hand or whatever like that, but you never know that she might be playing you. So you need to look at actions right now. Venus, the Venus planet, the older sister, is in Capricorn. So you need to understand and see things into reality. And if you can see it, if you can smell it, touch it, taste it, or whatever like that, then it's real. Thumbs up, go for it. Now, Mars is in Aquarius. Now, Mars is intentions. Mars is willpower. Mars is desires. Mars is things you intend to do, how you carry out your sun. You know what I'm saying? Your sun sign is your actions, how you act. Your Mars sign is how it gets carried out. It's how it gets carried out. So this is what happens right here when Mars is in Aquarius. Now, Mars it likes to communicate. It does all right here. It likes to communicate, but at the same time, it wants to communicate scientifically. It wants to communicate in a way that we can understand it in a left brain way, then go to the right brain. See, here's the key thing people don't understand about the right and left brain. If you too left brain, it's not that you can't understand the right brain, and if you too right brain, it's not that you can't understand the left brain. You have to learn how to balance it, and it always plays out like this. A person who's too left brain eventually figure out something about the right brain. Then a person who's too right brain eventually learn something about the left brain. So they balance may just go out throughout time and experiences to the point that it seems like it may take them a long time to understand balance, but overall that's what it's doing anyway. You see what I'm saying? So the more that you know thyself, the faster you can get the results of it anyway and the benefit. Now when it comes to Mars being in Aquarius, now Gaia she wants you to communicate, but she wants you to be a little bit more aggressive on what you're trying to communicate. She wants you to be a little bit more foot down about what you're thinking about. She don't want you to just to be here and there and being kind of passive. She wants you to be relatable, but right now is not a time to be relatable communicative wise. And Mars is kind of helping that a little bit, because with Mars being in Aquarius, it's kind of giving you the communication package, but in a more aggressive, in a more optimistic, in a more analytical, in a more factual way, to the point that these are things that's needed to be said regardless of anything else, regardless of your spirit, or regardless of you want to talk about anything. No, it's going to talk about the things that actually need to be said and force feed it. You know what I'm saying? So that's actually what Mars is doing right now with being in Aquarius. So you have to kind of know right now just who to communicate with, know people temperaments, but other than that, dive in. You know what I'm saying? But make sure it's factual things, and make sure it's things that make sense and relatable, and it's in reality. Relatable to reality, not relatable to how you think things are personally. You know what I'm saying? Now Mars also is lightweight. It's not all the way conjuncting, because it's 18 degrees. I mean, it's 19 degrees Mars. Mars is 19 degrees Aquarius, and the moon is 25 degrees Aquarius. So it's not completely conjunction, but you can still say it play out, and it's in the same element. So right now, the way Gaia is feeling right now, also, she feels the need to communicate. So she wants you to feel the need to communicate, but the things you're going to have to communicate is about practical things that's related to reality, things that you want to see somebody do, or things you want to do and actually do, and come up with a step-by-step plan and do and set into action, because Mercury is in Capricorn. You see what I'm saying? So that's like the kind of analogy around it. And with the trine being between, not the trine, but the conjunction, same sign of Mars and the moon, is gonna make you feel a passion behind your intentions, things you intend to do. And by it being air, you're gonna want to communicate it. But like I said, it can't be based off the just communicating and faith realm. It have to be off the realm of concrete goals, what people can see you actually doing. You know what I'm saying? Or it's not gonna make sense. Now, especially at this time. Now you got Jupiter in Libra. Now, with Jupiter in Libra, now Jupiter is wisdom, knowledge, experience. It brings experience amongst Earth. You know what I'm saying? So you gain knowledge and wisdom from experience. So this is how you receive knowledge and learn in this lifetime. So right now, with Jupiter being in Libra, see, now Gaia likes to receive a lot of information and a lot of wisdom right now. She wants you to do this also. Receive a lot of information and knowledge and experience the art of the relationships you're in. Learn from all the relationships you're in. Learn from all the laws that's going on around you. Like, even with the politics or this, that, and third, even if you're not into it, whatever you're into, learn about the surroundings of it. Learn about the balancing of it. Give one point of view, if you have one point of view, give the other point of view a chance to breathe before you come to the one single-minded description of it, and just build a whole bunch of programs amongst that. Look at both aspects, you know what I'm saying? And right now I want you to gain wisdom and knowledge on all sides of a situation. So right now, Tara don't want you to actually specifically pick a side right now. She don't want you to actually do she wants you to come up with constructive plans, which you do, but she don't want you to actually put yourself in a situation where it's like, all right, let me try to give an example. Okay, say you're in a relationship, right? Now, you want to get out of a relationship. Say, all right, there's some people, 50% of people want to get out of a relationship right now. 50% of people want to get in a relationship right now. Now, how you do that is going to be so many programs that you have to go through to do that is going to miss the actual wisdom and experience out of it, to the point that you're only experiencing the programs that you're putting yourself through. You're not experiencing the broad perspective of it. And Jupiter is a broad perspective gas planet. It likes the idea. It doesn't actually like to experience it as it's living it. It likes to have the experience of it and see it from a broad perspective. So right here with Jupiter being in Libra, it wants you to do that amongst all relationships. So the relationships you in, the 50% of people who want to get out of it, learn something from this right now. Like, don't just be doing things to get out of it. Learn what you're doing. Like, learn each step that's taking place. Like, even if you are doing manipulative things to get out the relationship, take a step back and take yourself out of it and learn the situation. Learn the situation from your perspective and that person's perspective, and then come to an overall perspective. And at the end of the day, you're going to have enough knowledge and wisdom to be able to come to this person, and it doesn't have to end bad. And for the 50% of the people who are trying to get in a relationship right now, even if you're getting rejected or you're just getting into it and you're not actually knowing what's going on, you're just having fun right now, really experience this right now, like, and look at it from an outside. It's important for you to look at it from an outside point of view, looking in. So you have to kind of set aside your feelings and put the wisdom in there. And right now may be a real hard time to do that, because everybody is talking but not showing what actions, and actions mean more than words right now. You see what I'm saying? So right now, it's just with Jupiter being in Libra, it wants you to gain, you're going to have to gain this knowledge from the relationships you're already in. So when things transform and you start to get into other relationships with things, people, or places, you're going to be able to have enough wisdom and knowledge to know what to get into and what not to get into. But it's trying to have you do that right now. See, if you just experiencing, see, if you just playing tit for tat right now and you're just living and you're not trying to gain wisdom from the actual situation you're in, you just feel like this is something you're in, then what's happening is when things transform, you're going to have to do it again without, and it's like you're gonna put yourself in a situation where you're gonna be like, dang, I keep going through the same thing. I can't wait till the summertime, or I can't wait till the spring. When you could just like dilute all that right now if you just learn from what's actually happening right now. That's what Jupiter and Libra wants you to do right now. So even if you're in jail, that has something to do with law and balance. If you're a person in jail right now, try not to be down on why you in jail. Try not to be down how you got there. Try to learn why you there right now. Try to get optimistic. Try to appreciate something out of it. Like, that's what I mean by it. You see what I'm saying? Even if it's a bad situation, try to appreciate something out of it and live it like experience, gain wisdom from it and knowledge. You never know what you're going to see. Now, you got Saturn. Saturn is in Sagittarius. Now, with Saturn being in Sagittarius, which has been there for a minute, you know, it still wants you to be stable and grounded, but grounded and stable in a way that you can kind of put yourself in a situation where you can see other people's ways of being grounded and stable, but seeing other people's vision of it. Because people they see things and they have visions, but it's not always into reality. So this is able for you to, Saturn wants you to see other people's ways of doing things, see your own way of doing things, and draw your visions in reality. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the seer and the filler, and it's mutable, which is Sagittarius. And when you place that into Saturn, it wants you to take that and make that a reality. If someone don't know how you see something right now, make it a reality. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, don't go based off faith or whatever like that. Make your vision a reality, so people don't have to look at it like it's something that you're just thinking about or something you're going off faith about. Make them feel like, oh, this is something that can really happen. You see what I'm saying? Now, Neptune's still in Pisces. Uranus is still in Aries. Pluto is in Capricorn. So right here, how we're going to do this is Uranus trine the Sun right now. So with Uranus trining the Sun and Saturn, it's trining the Sun and Saturn because Saturn and the Sun is in Sagittarius, Uranus is in the Aries. So Uranus is change, rebellion, but it's also uniqueness and originality. So right now, it's helping people actions be unique. It's helping people actions and the way they act be original. But it's also creating like friction, because it's going to create change and opposition. Like I said, things is transforming right now. We in the fall time. You know what I'm saying? That's like the basic manifestation example I can give y'all about it. Now, and also with it being trine and Saturn, is making a lot of things how you used to do things, or things that make you think is stable. All them foundations is crumbling right now, and is wanting you to recreate foundations, recreate the way you think, recreate the way you handle things, recreate the way you handle your business, recreate the way you act, recreate yourself, because you're never the same person. You may have the same flesh, but you're always different every day. Who you was yesterday is not who you are today, and you have to understand that. Or if you just might not get it, but who you are yesterday, you're not today. And once you keep understanding that every day, you're able to be a new person every day, see new opportunities every day, do new things every day, and see a new world and manifest a new existence for yourself. So make sure you stay positive so it can stay in that realm. But I'm just letting you know what it is. Now, also, it's sextiling. Uranus is sextiling the Moon and Mars. So with Uranus sextiling the Moon and Mars, you're going to see all kinds of opportunities to be original. All kinds of opportunities to be unique. especially when it comes to your intentions, how you intend to do things, your passion, your willpower, the things you would desire, and also how you feel, your emotional report, who you are, the way you react, how you react to things. It's gonna go. You're gonna see a lot of opportunities for those to change. So you're gonna see. So if you're not willing to change, the universe and God gonna put you in situations for you to change, whether you like it or not. So if you're speaking bad about a person, be prepared to see the person that day. If you're speaking good about a person, be prepared to end up hearing from that person that day. If you're thinking about something, be prepared to see that whatever you're thinking about today. That's what you need to understand. Now, also, let's see some other alignments. Pluto is conjuncting Mercury and Venus, because they're all in Capricorn. So Pluto is deep transformation, deep willpower, deep desires. It's everything of Mars in the dark. You know what I'm saying? So what happens here is when it's trying to Mercury and Venus. So Mercury is how you think, how you communicate, and Venus is what you love, what you appreciate, what you value, how you relate to others. So right now, Gaia wants you to think deeply about these things. Transform these ways of thinking about these things. Transform the way you thinking. Transform the way you communicate. Transform the way you love, appreciate, the way you value, the way you relate. And I just broke that down with the previous alignments I was talking about when I was talking about Mercury